Okay, green circuits. So I'd be looking to make... Well, I've got 8 yellow belts in of copper and 8 yellow belts in of iron. A green circuit needs 1 iron and 3 cable. And 2 cable needs a copper plate. So we're using 1 iron and 1.5 copper. So it's copper that's going to be the limiting factor. I think I need 3 copper cable crafters for every 2 green circuit crafters.
Possibly.
I don't have a great deal of space. This roboport is actually a bit in the way, but there's nowhere else really to put it.
Well,
also, they
once
all
they
have
clear out the
lights.
forest. Oh, they do? I didn't realise that.
This one is called Sammy Scar 18.
So I would guess these are named after like people who've donated to Factorio when it was in earlier access, maybe. Oh, this poor robot.
Let me start trying to set up a sort of layout then.
Okay. Are we making that here? On the way, 12. Okay, those. Are you... Why are we going for machine 2 and not machine 3?
Because machine 3s are expensive. I thought that was the decision we made.
Well, we do have 100 in the network. But... I don't know, I think
annoying because I can
might
almost do it all off of one power pylon.
Have you... What about a substation?
I can do it off 2 power pylons, that's fine.
I just sort out power cables. Let's get substations.
So in theory, that would work.
Those.
And then we have the consideration that a yellow belt can provide 15 items a second. And each machine uses... Well, a 2 copper cable uses 1 copper plate, so 1 copper plate per machine per half-second crafting time. But a assembly machine 2 is crafting speed 0.75.
There is actually an app for this, I think.
There probably is. This is the sort of thing there'd be an app for. Let me have a look.
Yes, there used to be.
Let me have a look at my app store.
There we go, Factorio calculator.
Yeah, there we go. Install. Okay, while that happens, because this will tell me how many of these copper cable crafters I can run off of 1 belt. And then I've got the right ratio of green circuit crafters out of copper cable.
Yeah.
And then I'd basically just repeat on the other side.
Mess with your recipe slightly.
But you are aware, right, how expensive the assembly machine 3s are, and how few we make.
I will go and increase our production of them.
Because we're barely making any, and that's with 4 of the speed module crafters working fully speed moduled up. The speed modules take so long to craft.
How much of a difference is there in the speed?
It's 0.75 to 1.25 in crafting speed.
I mean, that's a fairly big change.
Right, if I wanted to craft... I don't know what this app is really doing, but if I told it I wanted to craft circuit, green electronic circuit, and I wanted to craft, well, I mean, I don't care about the output rate. I care about the input rate. I've got a fixed input rate, but say I wanted 60. It'd be far more than that. So we transport.
What are they? Green circuit.
I'd have 4 yellow belts, each transporting 15 a second, so it'd be 60. So 360 a minute. Calculate.
It does tell you about the belts as well, at least on the version I'm looking at.
I'd need to produce 4 yellow belts output. I'd need to provide 540. So 9 copper plates a second? Really? That doesn't seem right.
Are these mirroring?
Yeah.
These.
I've put those too close.
Because you can just copy paste and it copies the recipes as well.
Yeah. What was your verdict on the whole?
I think we just start plugging it in and see what doesn't keep up. Because that's the way I usually do it.
No. What was your verdict on the assembly machines? I meant.
I think we go for machine 3. Just because I can go and increase production of the.
You're going to have to hugely increase everything for them.
But
they are so ridiculously expensive.
Well, maybe that's the next recipe we go and increase after we've done green circuits.
So each assembly machine 3 needs 4 speed modules. A speed module is a 15-second crafting time.
Yeah.
They also need 2 assembly machine 2s each.
Well, we're making loads of assembly machine 2s.
The thing is because of the way I sort of tagged them on, because we didn't really need any, none of the ratios are anywhere near ideal for them.
No.
So we're not producing any of the constituent components at anywhere near the rate we need to.
Well, the main hold-up at the moment is the red circuits. And that's because we've just run out.
Yeah.
So that if we get green circuits running and then red circuits off the back of that, then we'll be able to start making even more.
But yeah, I mean, even then, we can only make at that current rate half. We're only at half capacity for making assembly machine 3s because we'd need 2 assembly machine 2 crafters to max out 1 crafter for assembly machine 3s.
Yeah.
And we'd need, well, to max it out, we'd need 4 speed modules in every second, or actually 8 every second, and they each take 15 seconds to make. Although I've put speed modules in the crafters for them, so who knows how many I'm making a second.
Yeah.
I'm so lost on that.
We'll stick with machine 2 then, because we can always upgrade fairly easily later on. Like going back down is harder than going up.
Yeah, but it changes with the ratios, so it's easier to design it on one. Let's go with machine 3s for this.
Okay.
I think because this is something we're going to need a lot of.
Yeah, I think for key things like circuits, it's worth having it being made a bit faster. I'm just going to stop mirroring what you're doing.
Oh, I was just going to, I was just going to finish off this one module and then copy paste.
Ah.
Right. Control C. Put another one up there. And we'll put one down here.
Right.
And another one up there. We'll very optimistically go for that much.
Mm-hmm. So are each of the carriages containing a different item? Or are we going to have to filter the items out?
No, so this station on the right will be copper, and the station on the left is iron.
Ah, okay.
I have realised we have somewhat designed this wrong, because I needed 2 iron input belts. So this whole bit on the left needs to be moved left 1.
Ah.
But it's okay, because we can cut paste that.
Yep. Right, this is all in the network, so that's fine. Slowly crafting. Right, I'm going to add that to number 3 on my hotbar. Are we missing some stuff up where I'm stood? In this gap here?
Yeah, looks like it from where I copy pasted, I imagine.
So that should be there, there, and there.
Yeah, and then a input there.
Then how do we want the power connecting?
Just as simply as possible.
Fair
There
enough.
we go. So this centre belt is the output.
Okay. So, okay.
This is a bit complicated because I don't actually have as much space as I was anticipating having.
Do you want to clear some more trees?
Say I'm going to need those 2 to go to the right. So we'll use.
Well, so is it worth having this middle track coming back down? Because then it's much more expandable. Because we don't have to worry about having a station the other end.
No, because it's not expandable. It's never going to be expandable.
Well, because in some ways it is.
It's rate limited by the belts.
Yeah, but if
you can't just tag more machines somewhere because the belts won't be able to provide to them.
But if we upgraded the belts, would that not work?
But it would be easier just to build the same setup again.
True. Yeah.
And I really don't want more belts down this end because it's already going to be painful enough to sort of weave them all around each other.
True.
I really don't know how to do this.
Well, I'd put that there and have it going like that.
No, because we need... It needs
to be 2 belts coming in.
2 belts worth coming in. That's why I had to move it.
So this is going to go 1 lower.
Yeah. I don't know, we're never getting those out, are we? It's just not happening.
We just make them into tunnels. The middle 2.
Where would they go?
Like that. No?
Yeah, I just get the feeling we're going to have to move the entire setup upwards a bit so that we've actually got the space for all these belts. Because we're kind of designing this as if we need 4 banks of this. We've built 1 and we need another 3.
I don't know what logistics you're expecting with the number of items on each belt. And also, are you ratioing how much is coming off each train and how much supply we're going to expect?
I don't know yet because, well, I mean, I'm expecting these belts to be reasonably full.
Okay.
They will never be completely full because there's a limit to how fast the inserters can unload. But
so
as full as we can get them.
Okay.
A yellow belt will carry 15 items a second.
Yeah.
And these crafters... Well,
Right.
the crafter, in theory, uses 2 copper plates a second at 1 times speed, but we're at 1.25 times speed.
Yeah.
So they'll use marginally more than 2 plates a second. So in theory, we'd only need sort of 6 crafters for copper cable.
Yep.
Per belt, which actually means that half of this setup is superfluous.
So change the setup slightly. So we've got so much space on the right of this that I thought this was moving over.
But we've also going to have we've got to get all the iron belts over as well, remember? So I think either way...
Yeah.
I honestly am thinking that the best
Just
option...
move it up a couple of blocks.
Not even that. I think the best option is to go... like that. Because I think that that's still going to be enough crafters to fully use up the copper belts.
Okay.
Ignoring anything else. And then we'd just put another one there, another one there, and another one there.
Okay. So that's going to go...
A bit of a mistake over there. And maybe if we were really optimistic, we would have another bank, but honestly that robot port's in the way, so I can't be bothered.
So you think it's to be like this? Sort of weave it around this roboport?
Yeah, this is an unfortunate thing, because the rest of roboports are, you kind of have to weave around them.
Yeah, that's fine. So that goes there.
We're getting there.
Yeah. I think once we figure this out once,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
The problem is we're designing around whole new ratios that we haven't really considered before.
Yeah. Right. Can I stretch a tunnel into there? Just about. We can get tunnels underneath the roboports.
Yeah.
Which is useful.
Well, this is the other consideration, is should we have designed around red belts to begin with, and done away with yellow belts entirely? But
I think
designed for this.
A bit late for that now.
So... We're not going to fully use iron because copper was being used at a greater rate than iron was, but
yeah,
that's fine.
Down there.
Belt weaving. It's too long since we last did any belt weaving.
I know, we've just been teached the bus. There we go. I think that's the whole of whichever one this is connected. Copper. Or are you moving it up through the middle?
Yeah, well, kind of it's going to be the easiest way to do it. I think it's just to bring all 4 remaining iron belts up here. It's going to be a bit of a pain to get them through that roboport.
I mean, with that power pylon, if we move that there, you can tunnel underneath it. So technically you can. There we go, power's maintained.
There we go.
Not the prettiest, but it works.
No, it's fine. And then we're just going to sort of plug in cables across the...
Yeah. I just stick that there. So you get the end of the product line, and it keeps it quite nice and tidy.